It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trailblazers playing host to the LA Clippers. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. Here's Leonard for two. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Lillard. Oh, that's how it's done.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
I got ball. I got something for him. Cut it. I got yours.
McCollum. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. So it remains Portland basketball. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Lillard, he made his first effort, but not that time. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Lillard. Has a look. Shot by Leonard won't go. Lillard against George. Beyond the arc for 3. Offensive board to Lillard. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Damian Lillard, right in his wheelhouse, hits the catch-and-shoot 3.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Deep right corner. George buries it on the catch-and-shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Lillard buries it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Lillard to McCollum. Lillard. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Leonard.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Portland's got it. Lillard. Strong finish for Paul George. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some 3s.
George, guarded by Tolliver. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
George. Paul George 3 for 4. Good start. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Lillard, he was all over him. To Leonard. A pass stolen by Portland. Lillard, count the triple.
And there's no longer room on this court for players that cannot think on the fly. Especially in transition defense, you have to acknowledge and analyze the situation. If a guy isn't a shooter, almost jab at him and make sure you run out to the guys that are fanning out to the three-point shot. Stop that three-point shot and allow the defense to get back and maybe contest the shot at the rim for a layup.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Lillard against George. Paul George! Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And Jay, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. The Clippers are now in the penalty.
Lillard against Paul George. The pass taken away by the Clippers. And throws it down.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
The assist from number 13, Paul George.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And finishes strong. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
C.J. McCollum and the rebound taken by the Clippers. To Leonard. Goes to the right side, and that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. George, defended by Zach Collins. Beverly to George. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. McCollum into the front court. His team down 9. Ah, rocking the rim. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Lillard, tough shot. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Trailblazers take over. probing the defense. Lillard. Message received. Well defended. To Beverly. Lillard. He engulfed him that time. And a throwdown. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. LA Clippers with the basketball. George, that's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Trying to cash in. Beverly's shot no good. For 3, Damian Lillard. Not much more the defense could have done. Hits a contested 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
To Beverly. Leonard. Man, that was a tough shot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Lillard. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
To Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. Whoa, what a finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Lillard, no good. That's great defense. Leonard to Beverly.
Open, pull the trigger.
Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Lillard to McCollum. Here comes the screen. Lillard. Textbook defense. $17-footer at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. First half comes to an end. The Clippers are out in front. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. George. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Lillard. Working hard on the glass. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And the finish, slam dunk.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench. Hold up your arm.
Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
McCollum, great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. Hassan Whiteside pins it. The shot clock expires. Lillard not going down here. Leonard. And Nurkic there for the rebound. C.J. McCollum. Yes! Three-pointer is good.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
To Beverly. McCollum with the basketball. His guys down 11. To Lillard. Fires the three. Not done. Slam down. Yusuf Nurkic cleans it up. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. To Lillard.
2 minutes left in the third.
Screen coming. From long range. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
George, guarded by Nurkic. To Beverly. A bad pass there. Blazers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
New blood coming in for both sides.
First foul in the final 2 minutes. Substitutions, Portland. Stepping in for the Los
McCollum.
Angeles Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Shot clock winding down. McCollum. Shot off the mark. Good defense. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Leonard. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
C.J. McCollum. Not easy.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
George. Terrific vision. Hassan Whiteside with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
McCollum. That one off the mark. It's no good. Knocks it down from mid-range. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
No time left on this period. The Clippers have the lead. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
To Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Lillard, tough matchup against George. For 3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, playing with fire. Damian Lillard wide open. Hits the 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
To Rodney Hood. Lillard. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. Well defended. To Paul George. To Beverly. Kawhi Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here comes the screen. Lillard, tough shot. He hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Takes stock of the floor. A pass stolen by Portland.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And Damian Lillard, right in his wheelhouse, hits the catch-and-shoot 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Paul George to Leonard. George. That's good D. Shot no good. McCollum into the front court. His group now down 2. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Lillard is good.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Leonard to Beverly. Shot from the lane won't go. Lillard matched up with Paul George. To McCollum. Throws it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Lillard to McCollum. Lets it fly from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. George to Leonard. Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it.
It's time to take advantage of an extra possession.
Lillard smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here's Leonard for two. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Slams it home on the putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Nominations for our community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Substitution being made in this one.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Kent Bazemore with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
C.J. McCollum add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
It's L.A. Clippers ball. Leonard. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here comes the screen. Oh, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Louis Williams. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Trailblazers who get the victory as they win this one by 3. Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a present.